Be me, 29, mechanic at a shady chop shop in the Rust Belt. Sky is always gray here. Smells like sulfur and wet pavement. Live in a van parked behind the garage. Mattress is foam, blanket is wool, heat is non-existent. Boss is a guy named Miller. Miller likes money and hates questions. My job is stripping stolen cars. Take the good parts, grind the serial numbers, crush the frames. I don't ask where they come from. I learned young that asking gets you hit. Foster care system alumni. Bounced between 6 homes in 10 years. Learned to fix things because broken things get thrown away. I didn't want to be thrown away, so I became useful. Now I'm a ghost with a wrench. Wake up at 5 a.m., wash face with cold hose water. Coffee is black sludge from a machine that hasn't been cleaned since the 90s. Start working before the sun is up. Hands are permanently stained black. Oil is deep in the skin, part of the DNA now. Lunch is a gas station hot dog. Dinner is whatever fell off the truck. No friends, no family, no future. Just a rhythmic sound of pneumatic drills and the screech of metal on metal. One rainy Tuesday. Miller brings in a 1967 Chevy Impala. Thing is a wreck, rusted through the quarter panels, interior shredded by rats. But the engine block is solid. Miller says, "Strip it, crush the rest by noon." I look at the car. See the lines, the history. Someone loved this thing once. Someone drove it to prom. Someone brought their baby home in it. I touch the hood. Cold metal feels like skin. I start stripping it, but my hands slow down. I unbolt the alternator, but I place it gently on the bench. A girl walks in. Not a customer. We don't really have customers. She's wearing oversized coveralls covered in paint splatters. Welding mask hanging off her belt. Boots are held together with duct tape. She's looking for scrap metal, art project or something. Miller usually chases scavengers off, but he's out running errands. She walks up to the bay. "Hey, you got any transmission gears? The big ones with the teeth?" I look up. She has grease on her cheek. Eyes like polished steel. I nod, point to a bin of junk. "Help yourself." She digs through it like it's a treasure chest. Finds a rusted gear from a truck, holds it up to the light. "Beautiful," she whispers. I look at the gear. It's trash. She looks at me. "I'm Sarah. I rent the studio down the block." I grunt. "Jack." She smiles. It's not a polite smile. It's a real one. Crooked tooth and all. "Thanks, Jack. I'll make something cool out of this." She leaves. The shop feels darker when she's gone. Miller comes back. Sees the Impala still on the lift. "Why isn't this crushed?" I look at him. "Frame is straight. We could restore it. Sell it for 10 times the scrap value." Miller laughs. A wet, ugly sound. "We don't fix things here, Jack. We break them. Crush it." Something snaps in my chest. A wire that's been pulled tight for 20 years finally breaks. "No." Miller stops laughing. "What did you say?" I said no, I'm not crushing it. He walks over, gets in my face, smells like cheap whiskey and aggression. "You crush it, or you're done, and get your van off my lot." I look at the car, then at Miller. I drop my wrench. It clangs on the concrete. "I'm done." I walk out into the rain. Miller is screaming. I don't look back. Start the van. Engine coughs. Drive 2 blocks. Park under a bridge. Realize I have $40 and half a tank of gas. Panic sets in, cold and sharp. I'm useless. I'm broken. I'm trash. 2 days pass. Starving. Eating stale crackers I found in the glove box. Knock on the window. It's Sarah, the girl with the paint. She's holding a bag of takeout. "Saw your van. You look like hell." I roll down the window. "Got fired." She nods. "Miller's a prick. Everyone knows it." She hands me the bag. Burgers. Warm. "Eat. You're making the neighborhood look bad." I eat. Best thing I've ever tasted. She leans against the van. "I need a mechanic. My generator died. I can't weld without it." I don't have tools. Left them at the shop. She shrugs. I have tools. Old ones, my grandpa's. I look at her. Why? Because you gave me a gear for free, and you look like you know how to fix things. I follow her to her studio. It's an old warehouse, freezing cold, full of metal sculptures, twisted iron birds, giants made of rebar. It's chaotic, beautiful. Her generator is an ancient diesel beast. I look at it. Instinct takes over. Fuel line clogged, brushes worn. I spend 3 hours on it. She watches, hands me wrenches before I ask for them. I turn the key. It roars to life. She cheers, punches my shoulder. You're a wizard, Jack. It's just an engine. No, it's my livelihood. You saved me. She looks around. You can park the van inside. It's warm near the heater. I hesitate. I don't want to intrude. Shut up and park the van. I move in. Weeks turn into months. I fix her equipment, she makes her art. We share cheap wine and listen to the rain on the tin roof. I start finding scrap around the city. Old bikes, lawnmowers, broken appliances. I fix them, sell them on Craigslist. Make enough for ramen and parts. One night, she finds me sketching on a napkin. A design for a custom motorcycle frame. Build it, she says. Can't, need a tubing bender, welder, money. I have a welder, we can build a bender. We? Yeah, we. We spend the next month scavenging steel. Build a hydraulic tubing bender from scrap parts and a car jack. It's ugly, but it works. I start building the bike. Late nights. Sparks flying. Sarah paints the tank, a deep, shifting midnight blue. We work in silence mostly. But it's a comfortable silence. Like two gears meshing perfectly. I finish the bike, it's a monster. Cafe racer style, stripped down. Aggressive. I list it online. A guy comes to see it. Hipster with a beard and too much money. His eyes go wide. Who built this? I did. He buys it for $8,000. Cash. I hold the money, hands shaking. Never seen that much cash in my life. Sarah hugs me. Not a bro hug, a real one. Smell of lavender and ozone. Told you. We reinvest everything. Buy better tools, a lift. Rent the bay next to her studio. Iron and ink customs. It's slow at first. Fix a few fenders, tune some carbs. But word spreads. Go to Jack, he doesn't bullshit you. And his girl makes the paint look like magic. We start getting real commissions. Vintage restorations. Custom builds. Miller finds out. Shows up one day. Looks smaller than I remember. Heard you're stealing my business. I'm building my own business, Miller. He looks around the shop. Clean floors. Organized tools. Sarah is in the corner, welding a sculpture. Miller sneers. You're still just a stray dog, Jack. You'll screw it up. He leaves. I shake for an hour. Sarah finds me sitting on the floor. Doesn't say it's okay. Says, hand me the 10mm, we have an engine to mount. She's right. Work is the anchor. A year goes by. We move out of the warehouse into a small apartment above the shop. Actual heat. A shower that works. First night in a real bed, I can't sleep. Too quiet. Sarah reaches over, takes my hand. I'm here. I fall asleep. Business grows. Hire a kid, Leo. 19, purple hair, scared eyes. Reminds me of me. He dropped out of school. Living on a friend's couch. I hand him a broom. You show up on time, you get paid, you steal, I break your fingers. He nods, terrified. He shows up every day. I teach him engines. Sarah teaches him to weld. He messes up a lot, strips bolts, drops parts. I don't yell. Just show him how to fix the mistake. Everyone strips a bolt, Leo. The trick is knowing how to tap it out. He looks at me like I'm a god. I'm not a god, just a guy who made a lot of mistakes. 3 years in, we get a call. Magazine wants to feature one of our bikes. Cover story, resurrecting the Rust Belt. They come for a photo shoot. Want me to pose? Arms crossed. Tough guy look. I hate it. Sarah laughs from the back. Just look at the engine, Jack. Pretend the camera isn't there. I look at the engine. It's a 1948 Panhead. We found it in a barn, seized up, covered in chicken shit. Now it shines like chrome jewelry. It runs like a heartbeat. We brought it back from the dead. Just like us. The article comes out. Phone rings off the hook. Waiting list for builds is 6 months long. We buy the building. No more rent. One evening, I'm closing up. A car pulls up. It's the 1967 Impala. The one Miller told me to crush. But it's restored. Beautiful black paint. Chrome gleaming. An old man gets out. Are you Jack? Yeah. I bought this car from a police auction 5 years ago. It was a shell. He runs a hand over the fender. Found a note hidden under the dash, written on a grease rag. He hands me a piece of paper, wrinkled, stained. It says, "This car deserves to run, don't crush it." It's my handwriting. I must have left it there the day I walked out. The old man smiles. Took me 5 years, but I finished it. I heard you were the best around here, wanted you to see it. I feel tears prick my eyes. Keep them back. She looks good. She runs better. Want to take her for a spin? I look at the shop. Leo is sweeping up. Sarah is upstairs making dinner. Yeah, I do. We drive through the city. Past the old Foster homes. Past the chop shop. It's closed now. Miller got busted for tax fraud. Past the bridge where I slept in the van. The engine purrs. It's not just a car. It's a witness. I get back to the shop. Thank the man. He drives off. I go upstairs. Sarah is cutting vegetables. Smells like garlic and home. She looks up. You okay? You look lighter. I walk over, wrap my arms around her. Grease on my shirt stains her apron. She doesn't care. I'm good. We eat dinner. Talk about billing, Leo's progress, the leak in the roof. Mundane stuff. Boring stuff. It's the most beautiful conversation I've ever had. 5 years later, we have a daughter, Maya. She plays in the shop with a plastic wrench. Leo runs the floor now. He's a master welder. I spend more time on design. Sarah has a gallery show in the city. Her sculptures are selling for thousands. But she still comes down to the shop to weld fenders when we're backed up. One Sunday, I take Maya to the park. See a guy sitting on a bench, ragged clothes, staring at his shoes. Looks like he hasn't eaten in days. I stop. Maya pulls my hand. Daddy, come on. Hold on, sweetie. I walk over to the guy. Sit next to him. He flinches. Expecting trouble. You hungry? I ask. He nods, ashamed. I hand him my sandwich. You know how to use a wrench? He looks at me. Confused. A little. I fixed my uncle's truck once. I pull a business card out of my pocket. Iron and Ink Customs. Come by tomorrow at 8. Ask for Jack, don't be late. I stand up. Walk back to my daughter. Who was that, Daddy? Just a guy who needed a jump start. We walk home. Sun is setting. The gray sky turns a little bit gold. I look at my hands. Still stained, still rough. But they built this. They built a life out of scrap. I'm not the angry kid in the system anymore. I'm not the ghost in the van. I'm Jack. Husband, father, builder. And for the first time in 35 years, the silence in my head isn't lonely. It's peaceful.